What is going on, everybody? GoofyRhexxi here, and hope everybody is doing well. In today's video, guys, we're going to be doing an updated beginner's farming guide for Marvel Strike Force. So we did one in January, right? But a lot has changed. There's a new legendary there was a new legendary at the time that we didn't know, who would be farming her in Jubilee. So I felt it was right to do an updated farming guide here. There's some characters that were not available before that are now currently available that you can use to farm legendaries as well. So want to go through that in today's video, guys, and hopefully help out some beginner players who are just starting to play this game or been playing this game for a very short period of time here to know who to go after first, know what specific characters you should be targeting to unlock these legendaries in Marvel Strike Force, because this game is all about legendaries and trying to get them in the most efficient way possible. I will say this right off the bat: most legendaries, if you are new to the game, right, most legendaries are unlocked at 5 stars, which means that you need 5 specific characters at 5 stars to unlock that legendary. There is an exception to the rule, like characters like Phoenix. You only can unlock her at 6 stars, which means that you need 5 characters at 6 stars to unlock her. A character like Iron Man, you need 4 characters at 3 stars to unlock him. And we'll talk about the specifics of those characters later. And Nick Fury, you need 5 characters at 3 stars to unlock him as well. So we're going to be going through that in this video. Now for phase 1, we're going to start off now. Phase 1, I'm going to recommend going after Shuri and going after Invisible Woman. The good news here is that for the characters that you need to unlock both of these legendaries, you can use the same exact team to do so. So you can use the Sinister Six team. Shuri specifically needs Spider-Verse characters to unlock her, and in Invisible Woman, you need Sinister Six characters specifically to unlock her. But because Spider-Verse characters are also Sinister Six characters, it just makes sense to use one team to unlock both of the legendary characters. I also want to say this too, that Shuri is a permanent legendary, so you will always be able to unlock her at any point in time as long as you get these characters to 5 stars. As opposed to Invisible Woman, her legendary event shows up every 6 to 7 weeks or so, right? But let's get into it, man. So the recommended characters I'm going to go after, these are all Sinister Six characters. I'm going to recommend going after Swarm in the Arena Store. For your Blitz Store farms, you're going to be farming 2 characters here. Electro and Rhino are going to be the characters that you're going to target in the Blitz Store. For your campaign farms, I recommend going after Mysterio in the Heroes 2-3 campaign. And then Green Goblin, I recommend going after in the Villains 2-3 campaign. Now, I will be honest with you, these 4 characters to me are no-brainers. You have to go after them because I do think that, I know that once you get the legendary Doc Ock, who leads the Sinister Six team, you are going to be using these 4 characters for sure. Now, the 5th character that you choose to farm or choose to use to unlock these 2 legendaries, I'm going to leave that decision up to you, but I'm going to say what I probably would do. So Green Goblin I have here because I do think that early enough game, he can provide some really good value as a early villain's character. But if you're looking looking at it from an efficiency standpoint in terms of timing, Shocker may be better because you can get to his node a little bit quicker, which means that you can start targeting down and getting him to 5 stars quicker as well. So Heroes campaign, you're going to have a lot more hero options available to you early in the game, which means that you'll be able to get to Shocker's node quicker. So maybe start going after these 4 characters here, and then going after Shocker may be the best bet for you. I do not recommend going after Vulture because Vulture is also in the Arena Store, and there are other characters that I think are going to be important in the Arena Store. So therefore, I'm going to say skip Vulture and go after these 4 characters, and then choose to go after Green Goblin or Shocker. That I'm going to leave that decision up to you. Now for phase 2, this is Magneto here. We're going to be going after Magneto next. And for Magneto, you need Brotherhood characters or X-Men characters with the X-Men tag in order to unlock him. So I have 6 recommended characters here, and I'm going to talk about that, and the reason why. You only need 5 characters to unlock Magneto. But I'll tell you the reason why I have 6 characters here, because I want you to pick, but we'll talk about it, right? So Toad, I'm going to recommend going after him in the Blitz Store. You're going to be getting some daily shards for Wolverine. you're going to automatically get him to 6 stars just by playing this game. So Wolverine is a no-brainer. He's an X-Men character. You can use him to unlock Magneto. You're welcome. For your arena store, the reason why I didn't want to farm Vulture and double down in the arena store is because I wanted you to double down with Blob and to double down with a Juggernaut, because Blob and Juggernaut are going to be used on this Brotherhood team with Magneto, the team that Magneto leads. So I'm like, listen, double down in the arena store, getting Juggernaut, getting Blob, because you're going to use them on this team. They're both essential characters for that BH 2.0 team. So why not double down and get those shards? Now, we'll talk about some alternative options if you don't want to do so in a little bit, but that was just kind of like my logic with it. Now, I have Nexus 5/6 here for Beast, and then I have Villains right here 5/6 for Mystique. I think Beast is a little bit more of a valuable character in this game, especially once you unlock Jubilee, which has the Astonishing X-Men team. I think Beast becomes a little bit more valuable in the game right now. So that's the reason why I'm recommending going after Beast. But you're going to be getting to the Villains 5/6 node first, right? So if you're looking at it from a time perspective, then going after Mystique is better because you'll be able to get to her no quicker. So therefore, Mystique is the way to go if you want to do it from a time perspective. But I think because Beast has more value in the game, I think this makes more sense to me. Now, some other options that you have available to you if you do not want to go after these characters, I'm only going to talk about like maybe 1 or 2. So Psylocke, she is available in the Cosmic campaign, so you could actually farm her there. The only other character that I would really recommend actually farming if you wanted to take one of these characters off that are not Toad, that are not Wolverine, that is only like if you wanted to replace Blob, you know, because you don't want to double down in the arena because of time. If you wanted to not go with Beast, if you wanted to go with Mystique, and not go with Beast, you know, and replace one of these characters. The other character that you could use is X-23. She has the X-Men tag as well, so you could actually farm her in the War Store. I will say though, you do not get access to the War Store until you get to level 55, so you will be waiting a while before you can actually start target farming her. And there is another character in the War Store that I'm going to recommend a little bit later on, but you know, X-23, you can use her to unlock Magneto, and X-23 has value, some additional value, because you can also use her to unlock the legendary Dr. Octopus later. You know, so if you choose, hey, you know what, I want to go with Mystique, you know, Toad, Wolverine, only going to go with either Blob or the Juggernaut here, and then I'm going to go with X-23. That will make a lot of sense to me because, like I said, you can use X-23 to unlock 2 legendaries. So no brainer, right? Killing 2 birds with 1 stone is kind of the way that you got to look at it. All right. Now for phase 3, we're going to be targeting getting Black Bolt. So for Black Bolt, you have to use Asgardian characters to get him. So the options that you have available are Hela in Villains 7/6. I will put a cliff note here. You cannot get to Villains Chapter 7 until you have reached level 70. So just know that it's going to take you a little while before you're able to target farm, you know, Hela. Mystic campaign, you can get Loki. Loki's in Mystic 3/6. You can get Heimdall in the arena store, and then you have 2 areas where you can get Thor. You can get Thor from the Rage store, or you can get Thor from Hero 7/3. The Rage store is going to be a lot more viable to you earlier, so I would definitely recommend, you know, going after Thor, you know, in the Rage store. And then later on, if you need some extra shards for him, you can get some extra shards for him in Hero 7/3. The reason why I mentioned the War Store earlier, I wanted to save the War Store for getting Sif, but if you choose to go after X-23 first because you're looking to unlock Magneto, then the next character that you should go after in the War Store is definitely Sif, which is completely viable, right? Because you got to wait until you get to level 70 before you get to Villain 7/6. So it may not make sense to go after, you know, Sif in the War Store right when you get to level 55. X-23 might be a better choice for you to farm for, you know, the legendary Magneto. And then later on, after you're done with X-23, maybe going after Sif would probably make the most sense for you at that point on. But after phase 3, we're targeting Black Bolt now. In phase 4, we're going to be going after the legendary Ebony Maw. And as you can see, in order to unlock Maw, you have to use the legendary Black Bolt. This is the only legendary where this is a must-have. You cannot unlock Ebony Maw without having Black Bolt. So you can see the importance, right, of trying to get Black Bolt. You could probably understand the reason why you cannot get to villain 7, you know, until you get to level 70, because you need a legendary, you need the legendary Black Bolt to then unlock the next legendary that I would recommend in this phase in Ebony Maw. But the characters that you have available to unlock, or the characters that you need to unlock Ebony Maw, are inhuman characters. And those inhuman characters are Quake, who is in the arena store, but I'm not going to recommend farming her in the arena store. You already have so many characters to farm in the arena store. I'm going to recommend farming her in Heroes 6-6. Then for the Nexus campaign, you have Karnak, who is in Nexus 8-6. This is another node that's a very late game node, so it's going to take you a little while for you to get to Karnak as well. So just kind of keep that in mind. Then for your next inhuman, I have Miss Marvel here, who is available in the Mystic 2-6 campaign. But this is probably going to be changing soon. We got some data mines here that Yo-Yo, who is currently right now only orb exclusive in the premium orbs, we got some information in the data mines that she's going to be going to the raid store. So you're probably going to, after farming Thor in that raid store, you're most likely going to be moving on to Yo-Yo in that raid store. You know, once that is done, if that is finalized and Yo-Yo is actually going to be going to the raid store, you're going to be taking off Miss Marvel and you're going to be farming Yo-Yo. But I will make that update in my Discord, or I'll make the update, you know, on the infographic, because I'm going to be posting this infographic a week from when this video goes live. So you guys will have that information available to you. In the arena store now, we're going to be target farming Crystal. And as I mentioned already, you need the legendary Black Bolt in order to unlock, you know, legendary Ebony Maw. Now for the next phase, Phase 5, we're going to be targeting going after Dr. Octopus, and you need the X-Force team to unlock Dr. Octopus. So good news, right? If you use X-23 to farm Magneto, then you are already all set and ready to go, because you have a 5-star X-23 ready to unlock Dr. Octopus. We're going to be introducing a new campaign for you to farm here. With Negasonic Teenage Warhead. She's in Doom Campaign 1-9, which is going to take you a little while to get to because it's a late game farm, you know, but she's going to be in Doom 1-9. So for Phase 5, we're going to recommend that you go there. The other characters are kind of easier to get, right? So you have Cable, who's in Mystic 1-9, and Domino is a Blitz Orb exclusive. So you're going to have to open up Blitz Orbs in order to get her. You cannot target farm her in the Blitz store. So you have to open up Blitz Orbs in order for you to get Domino. So just know that probably once you're done farming Toad in that Blitz store, you're probably going to want to exclusively just open up Blitz Orbs so that you can get Domino. And we have a raid store here for Deadpool. That is not true. That is a typo. He is actually in the arena store. So that is where you're going to want to be focusing down on getting Deadpool. Right. So for the next legendary that we're going to be targeting here, we're going to be going after Phoenix. And Phoenix, remember, she is our 6-star unlock, right? And we need Mystic Villain controllers in order to unlock Phoenix. So the recommendations that we have here, these are all the 7 Mystic Villain controllers that are in the game. So as you can see, repeated characters here, we have Hela and we have Loki. They are Mystic Villain controllers. So we're going to be, when we start farming Hela and we start farming Loki, we're probably going to want to continue that farming, right? And not just stop them at 5 stars, but we're going to want to continue to push and get them all the way to 6 stars so that we can eventually unlock Phoenix. Then we're going to, you know, another character that we're going to want to farm here is, you know, Nobu from Villain 6-3. And then in the raid store, we're going to want to go after Ronin, because Ronin is going to help us and give us some access here, you know, to Phoenix as a Mystic Villain controller. So we're going to want to farm him there. In the arena store, we're going to want to target and go after our main man here, Baron Mordo. What am I? Well, I say Baron Mordo. People always say I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. Who cares, right? But he's in the arena store, so he's going to be an essential arena farm. I will also say this. You're probably going to want to try to farm because, okay, let's jump back here, right? So when we look at this Phase 3, I have Heimdall here in the arena store. But remember I said that it's going to take you a while for you to get to the Hela node because you have to get to level 70. You can completely make this audible here, right? Instead of farming Heimdall, you can probably start farming Mordo because in Villains Chapter 7-6, that Hela node, you need mystic villains, and Mordo is a mystic villain character. So you may want to farm him and get some stars on him first so that you can actually use him to unlock the Hela node. So in phase, let's put it this way, in phase 3, right? And maybe instead of target farming down Heimdall, maybe you go and you farm, Mordo first, get him going, get his stars up, get him in a place where you can use him to unlock this node. Because let's be real, you probably can wait until you get to level 70 before you start farming Heimdall, because you're not really going to be using Heimdall anywhere on your roster, other than using him to unlock Black Bolt and probably Blitz. So, I'm just saying there, you can make an audible to farm Mordo first and then farm Crystal, because remember, you have to get Black Bolt before you get, Ebony Maw. So farming Crystal, who is an inhuman character that you could use for Ebony Maw, may not be relevant. So maybe going down and farming Mordo first, then farming Heimdall, then farming Crystal will probably make the most sense for you moving forward. But I'm just making a quick audible and just wanted to mention that. The other option that you have available to farm to get Phoenix is you have Hand Assassin. Well, I'm going to keep it real with you. Don't farm Hand Assassin at all. And I put Doom here, LOL, because, he's in Dark Dimension 4. You're not going to be able to farm him. But I know somebody would have said, hey, Goofy, he is a mystic villain controller. Why don't you put him on the list? Well, that's the reason why he's there. All right, let's move on. Now, in phase 7, we're going to be going after Jubilee. She's the newest legendary in Marvel Strike Force, and therefore she's the hardest legendary to get in Marvel Strike Force right now, because for a newer player, she's the hardest legendary to get for a newer player. Let me say that. Also, another typo, Ant-Man is not in the Raid store. Ant-Man is in the Blitz store. I apologize for that. Like I said, when I do the infographic, I will make sure, I will make sure that I make this update. But we're going to be going after Ghost. Ghost is very good. We're going to be farming her in the War store. So she's going to be your next War store farm after X-23, Sif, and then Ghost for legendary specifics. We're going to be farming Ghost after that. Blitz store for Ant-Man, Cosmic 1-9 for Stature, Villains 4-9 for Wasp. And the reason why she's all the way in phase 7 is because Yellow Jacket is in Doom 3-6. It's going to take you a while, boo-boo, for you to be able to get to Doom 3-6. So that's the reason why she is in phase 7. Either way, man, Jubilee is a phenomenal legendary character in this game. So you're definitely going to want to get her eventually, but just understand that this is a battle of attrition when it comes to getting Jubilee. Now, the next 3 phases of this, you can do it in whichever way you want to. I call these the irrelevant legendaries. I know it's kind of strong, but in reality, man, you don't really need these legendaries. They don't really provide a lot of value for you. And I wouldn't recommend anyone going out of their way to farm to get these legendaries, because they just don't have that much impact. So Nick Fury, although he does have a rework and he works kind of well right now with a new character being Kestrel, there's a possibility that some of you may not have Kestrel. So Nick Fury's relevance is just not really there for you. And these are the characters that you can use. You can use Kree Noble. You need Kree minions, by the way, which, who does that, bro? Oh, I didn't mention this. Phase 7, Pimp Tech characters. This is the Pimp Tech team. Sorry, my bad. But for phase 8, you need Kree minion characters to unlock Nick Fury. And these are where they are. Kree Noble's in Cosmic 1-6. Kree Noble's in Heroes 2-9. You have Kree Reaper is in Heroes 4-6, Cosmic 1-6. You have Kree Cyborg in 3-6. You have Blitz store, with Kree Royal Guard. And in the Raid store here, you have Kree Oracle. So, like I said, they're there. I'll throw it in the infographic. Starlord, unfortunately, is another legendary man that just does not have that much of a value and an impact in this game. But this is where you can get the characters. You need Guardian characters, or you can use Ravager characters to unlock Starlord. So this is who you have available. Drax is in the Arena store. You're farming so many characters in the Arena store, it's going to take you a while for you to even get to this phase. You have the Raid store where you have Rocket. I used to love this team, man. Groot is in Nexus 2-9, I believe. Hold on, I'll let you know. I'll let you know specifically where Groot is right now. Yeah, no, I lied. I won't let you know specifically. He's in the Nexus campaign. I'll put it on the infographic when I put it in my Discord. He's in Nexus, I think Nexus like 2-9 or something like that. Mantis is in the Blitz store, and then also Gamora's in the Blitz store. And then these 4 characters down there, man, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I love y'all, but y'all can do this on your own time. These are Ravager characters. I'm just not doing it currently right now on this video. Love y'all though. And then phase 10. This is Iron Man. He's probably the most irrelevant character. No, I'm kidding. He's the most irrelevant legendary on this list right now. So I put him all the way at phase 10. Nick Fury, funny enough, he's a shield character. You need shield characters in order to be able to unlock him. So, you know, Nick Fury, Hawkeye, you have, you know, Quake. So Quake can unlock 2 legendaries. It's pretty cool, right? Cap, you have Black Widow, and then you have shield minions and Coulson that you can use to unlock Iron Man. So this is where the legendary farming guide is. We can talk about some, we're going to be making an updated video as well, you know, going through probably some beginner teams, recommended teams, you know, for Hero 7, for Villain 7, you know, moving forward. We're going to make an updated video on that as well. Like I said, this infographic with this information that's going to be edited, right? Because we screwed up a little bit. This edited information is going to be going on my Discord. So join my Discord. In the description, there's a link to my Discord there. There's going to be a specific infographic section where I will add this information. In the future as well, I will be making some more infographics. Some infographics will only be available to certain Patreon users, or they will have early access to some of this information if you're a Patreon. But in general, I will start making some more infographics so that things can be a little bit easier, you know, for players to get to if they can't get to a video, right? Listen, appreciate you guys watching this video. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. Happy to answer. Thank you guys so much. Hope this was helpful for you. And you guys be blessed and y'all be safe.